Hey folks, so today we are trying out a new product, the Barnett DRT 385 crossbow. So I sighted this crossbow in earlier today, using some backup arrows right now as I go out for my hunt. But I am slowly making the transition from my bow, which is a Mathews Monster MR6, which I love dearly. I love that bow dearly, and I am making the switch over to a crossbow. So instead of spending the big money on a Raven or a 10-point, something like that, I just wanted to go into this kind of mid-level range crossbow with the Barnett DRT 385. So this was on sale at Dunham's for $400. Originally $500 or $450. I can't quite remember. But anyway, it was on sale. I sighted it in. I want to give you some pros and cons about it here. So, first time crossbow buyer, this is perfect for a guy like me. The first pro is it's very lightweight. I believe this model weighs 6.1 pounds. Very, very lightweight. Very easy to handle. The next pro about this is that the butt is adjustable. The butt part of the stock is adjustable. So you can kind of set this to whatever you want. And it makes it more, comfortable or whatever there. But as you can see, I sighted this in pretty well for my target range. And now we are just actually going out to hunt. But those are my two pros. Another pro, third pro, is the cost of this unit. I feel like the cost is fairly reasonable for what you're getting. The next pro is that it comes with everything you need to get ready. So it comes with 2 arrows, 2 field points, and the crank cocking device. So this is probably the most unique feature, and this is actually what got me to purchase this crossbow here. It's very, very easy to essentially cock. You release the CCD off, and then you pull these units, you take these units off, and you pull these to the string. And once you get it onto the string, you put it to the on position, and then you just, wherever the cocking device is, I believe I left it right here in my golf cart, just take the cocking device, and you just screw it in. Make sure everything's lined up on it. And you just tighten it up like so. It's pretty easy to do. Fairly easy. Doesn't require a lot of strength. Good for basically any age. And yeah, the sight was fantastic to sight in. It really didn't take long to zero that in. And everything's sturdy. The 4 or 5 pros that I like about this is what made me, and the last pro was the price, but that is what made me want to buy this crossbow. And to tell you the truth, it looks pretty cool too. So I really like that as well. I mean, everybody likes shit that looks cool. So those are kind of the 5 reasons why I bought this over another Barnett or a different crossbow of a different brand. I was looking at some other ones, and really those 5 reasons here are what basically made me want to buy this Barnett over, a Center Point or a Lethal Impact or whatever, other brands out there. So that is kind of why I bought this crossbow. So some cons, it's loud. That's the first thing I noticed when I shot it. it's very loud. Yes, I could get some dampeners, some sound dampening on this, which I eventually will, but that's kind of the main con about it. It's very loud. It's a loud crossbow. The next con is the scope. You know, you'll have some of the kits have a better scope, an illuminated scope. I don't like when you look down the sight of this into, see, you can see right there. I don't like that personally. I really don't like that at all. When I look down, I don't like to see all those lines there. But that's a true crossbow scope, and that is kind of what you get. The next thing I didn't like about it is kind of a pro and a con. It does give you 2 arrows, but I'm just using some crappy arrows right there. But it does come with 2 arrows, but I just was not a fan that it only came with 2 instead of 3. I think it should have came with 3 instead of 2. So that's another con there. So those are 3 cons that, you know, you have to take into consideration when you buy this bow, this crossbow. But, you know, for $400, what do you expect? I mean, that's kind of the question everybody's asked. So for $400 entry-level bow, pretty happy with it so far. I like that it's easy to cock and release. The safety is right there. That is a con in my opinion. I don't like the safety being right there. It's tough when you are on the trigger. It's tough when you are on the trigger and you actually go to take it off of safety, put it into fire. It's a long reach for a person with smaller hands such as myself. So, you know, other than that though, it's a great crossbow. Good crossbow for your entry-level people such as myself. I do have a really nice bow, an MR6 from Mathews. I love that bow still. I really enjoy it. It was a hell of a lot of money when it was brand new. So now I'm just kind of getting my feet wet into the crossbow era here and seeing what it is going to be like. Although I am going to keep my bow. But for right now, I don't have the time to go out and shoot and practice, so I want to go with a crossbow. So I will give you all updates once I, you know, figure out the final verdict on this bow. But for right now, preliminary assessment is, I would say I would give this an 8 out of 10. Very happy.